Shalom. In this week's Torah portion of Shelach Lecha, we have the sad story of the Meraglim, of the spies. As you know, Caleb and Yoshua gave a positive report. The other 10 spies gave a negative report. Unfortunately, the Jewish people listened to the negative report. They said, we cannot enter the land of Israel. God then declared that they will be punished. They will die in the desert and not enter the land of Israel. And on the morrow, the next morning, Vayapilu lalot erosh hahar, they went up to the top of the mountain, though neither the Lord's Ark of the Covenant nor Moses stirred from the camp. And the Amalekites and the Canaanites who dwelt in that hill country came down and dealt with them a shattering blow at Hormah. What does the word Vayapilu mean? We're not entirely certain. Rashi says that they went up with chutzpah. Onkelos says Vayarshiu, they did something evil. The simple meaning, as Ibn Ezra says, is Vayapilu, they went up the mountain and were defeated. We skip forward 3,000 years to the Israeli composer, poet, writer, Levin Kipnis. He makes Aliyah in 1913 from Ukraine at the age of 23. In 1919, he writes the following song.
אל ראש ההר, הדרך מי יחסום לפדויי שבי מעבר הר, אל זה מכבר רומזת לנו ארץ צבי. הפילו, הפילו, אל ראש ההר, הפילו, 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 אל ראש ההר.
What are the words of the song? El Rosh Shahar, to the top of the mountain, to the top of the mountain. Who will stop those who are being redeemed from captivity? On the other side of the mountain, Eretz Tzvi, the land of Israel, hints at us, winks at us. Hapilu, apilu, go up to the top of the mountain, go up to the top of the mountain, go up. Achim alu, brothers go up, and so on and so forth. In other words, he took the negative concept of Vayapilu from our portion and turned it into a positive concept of Zionism. Let us go up together and build the land of Israel. A few short years later, the British mandate declared in the 1930s that Jews are not allowed to enter the land of Israel, and then began Tnuat HaHa'apala, the Tnuah, the movement of illegal immigration, so-called Aliyah Bet, and the Ma'apilim between 1934 and 1948 clandestinely entered the land of Israel. 115,000 Jews entered the land of Israel. They helped in the War of Independence. 800 of them fell in the War of Independence. And of course, they helped build the State of Israel. In other words, Levin Kipnis and the Ma'apilim took the negative concept from our weekly portion and turned it into a positive concept of building, of going up, and of redeeming the land of Israel. There's no question that all of us in our personal lives have challenges, have mountains to climb. And certainly on the national and international level, this year, in the past year in Israel, we had the corona, the COVID epidemic, we had the war with Hamas, we had the terrible tragedy at Mount Meron, we have our problems of government. They seem insurmountable. We can follow the example of Bnei Israel in the desert and after the fact try and do something, or we can follow the example of Levin Kipnis and of the Ma'apilim, which is to look at the challenge, face the challenge, and climb the mountain. Let us follow then the example of Caleb and Yoshua in this week's parasha, where they say, Alo na'aleh v'yarashnu ota ki achol nuchal la. Verily we shall go up and inherit the land, for we can meet all of the challenges. Or in the words of Levin Kipnis, Hapilu, hapilu, el rosh hahar hapilu, go up to the top of the mountain, go up. Shavua Tov from Schechter.